Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. So in today's video, I am doing a twin flame reading, and what this means is I will be reading into both the divine feminine and the divine masculine collective energies. And so, of course, right as I was saying that, I flipped over the deck that I'm using today, which, by the way, we are going to be starting with the Energy Oracle cards deck. And right away at the bottom of the deck is the Magician and the Mirror card. Now, this card is really significant because it speaks to integration, meaning the energetic integration of the inner divine masculine and inner divine feminine energies within us. Because although we can experience these energy dynamics externally, especially within a divine counterpart connection or a twin flame connection, at the end of the day, many of these people, connections, situations we are confronted with in this lifetime are actually here for the purpose of teaching us this inner union within ourselves, this inner union of the divine masculine and feminine within. And once we stabilize that energetic inner union within us, we then become stabilized energetically. And as a result of that stabilization, we also become very magnetic for those forms of high-level soul connection that many of us do desire to attract in, be it high-level romantic soulmates, twin flames, and so on. Now, interestingly, when I pulled that Magician and the Mirror card, the second card here at the bottom of the deck is the World card in the reverse position. I'm getting that the number 29 might be significant to someone. I'm also getting someone with an R name. Specifically, I heard the letters R and A for someone. Do keep in mind, however, that whenever I channel these specific words, letters, names, numbers, these details especially, although really with all of my messages, these messages are meant to reach and connect with specific individuals who are parts of our YouTube collective in very specific ways that will be personal to you and that your intuition will understand the meaning of. Really, it's my goal to reconnect you with that inner voice, with that intuition. So always be sure to use your intuition as your highest guide through life and through these readings. But with that being said, if you do like this video and subscribe to this channel, especially by subscribing, this really tunes you into our collective here on YouTube and allows me to pick up more easily on your energy, and therefore I'm able to channel more specifically for you when you are subscribed, both now in this reading as well as in future videos also. Okay, so the World card reversed, circling back to this card. This card speaks to expansion. However, the fact this card is reversed tells me that someone has been resisting some aspects of their own expansion for a long time. I'm hearing resisting this next phase of the journey, this next level of the journey. What has this person been resisting? Let's see if we can pull an emotion card. Honesty and friendship. So with the word honesty coming out here, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And I really want to elaborate on that and say, you are learning to commit to your own inner truth. Because I feel that there is the energy here of someone who potentially has been either lying to themselves in some sense, denying themselves some parts of their own truth in order to, I'm getting, potentially make a certain situation, connection, job situation work in their life. Now, of course, this could apply to life path, career. It's not necessarily about a relationship specifically, although I am getting that for some. With this friendship card, I feel this could even indicate that someone has been feeling a bit isolated within their social circle. Maybe someone has been, I'm hearing, in the cocoon phase, so to speak, or the hermit phase of their own healing process. And because of this need for solitude to really connect with their inner self, their inner world, they might find themselves feeling a bit socially isolated or disconnected. But know that if you have been feeling social disconnection, isolation, sometimes this disconnection, and I feel I'm really preaching to the choir here because you already know this, your soul knows this already for whoever this message is for, but the reason you've been in this period of loneliness, isolation, solitude could be because at a higher self level, you have been divinely disconnected from distractions, from external influences in order to fully reconnect with the inner truth within yourself. However, another message I'm getting from this card is quite simply, someone could have had a situation where they didn't feel they could fully be themselves around the people they were associating with very regularly. So friends, family, and inner circle. And again, this may have caused this person to feel guided to spend more time with themselves. I'm hearing, allow yourself the privilege of being in your own energy, because I feel like, and I keep seeing like some form of white flowers, almost like lilies or something like that, if that connects with someone. I am actually going to channel a message about the symbolism for that as well, because I feel there could be a message there too. Fresh life and rebirth, prosperity, abundance, virtue, purity. It's really interesting with that word purity coming out here. I almost feel as though the reason I was getting this image of white lilies is because someone has been guided to spend more time in their own energy in order to raise their vibration, to keep their vibration in that higher, more pure place at this time because of the really intense energetic shifts and upgrades this person is going through right now. But going back to that honesty card, I have to say that for some subsets of our collective, this will only connect with a certain group of people. But I feel that for a subset of our collective, this honesty card is applying really literally to a relationship, a connection. Yeah, a connection with, I feel, a masculine who was resisting his own expansion or his own awakening. I feel that this masculine I'm picking up on here could have, for some reason I'm wanting to say like a loose relationship with the truth, but this could be the inner truth within himself. So this masculine could have been disconnected from his inner voice on certain aspects, things in his life. However, at this time, wow, okay, so before I get into that, I will get into the message I was about to share, but the root chakra reversed and wow, I'm just feeling this wave of energy from these cards, but with the root chakra reversed and the crown chakra in the upright position, I feel like the connection with this masculine, whoever I'm speaking to here, was extremely spiritual and also extremely ungrounded at the same time. And I'm feeling like there is a hidden truth oracle card here also. So what else can I channel about the ungrounded but highly spiritual connection here? I wish I could share my good news with you. So what I'm picking up on here is a divine feminine energy in the process of rising. I feel that her energy is becoming really magnetic because she's doing the inner work, because she is being spiritually upgraded to some new phase of her life. But I feel that for some divine feminine listening, again, this will not be for everyone. But for someone listening, it's as though there is this masculine to whom she shares a connection that is very ungrounded, but very spiritual. There's something about braiding hair or having hair in braids for someone, or like a single braid. And I feel that at a higher self level, this divine feminine knows that there is some next phase of this journey that is requiring her to change the dynamic, the nature of the connection to this masculine in some way, or to I'm hearing like postpone it, to leave it where it is, to let it go, to surrender something around it. Again, only take this if it connects with you in some type of way. But there is this sadness associated with this as well, because there is this desire to be able to take this masculine who, again, is in the process of awakening, but has been really resisting in some ways his own expansion and the commitment to his own inner truth. There is this desire to be able to take him to this next phase of life. But I feel that for this specific divine feminine, there is the need to have the courage to remain fully committed to her inner truth here and allow the chips with this masculine to fall where they may. That is kind of the message I'm getting here. Like, take steps forward, fully committed to your intuition, your inner truth here. And really the message, whatever will be, is coming out very strongly. But also the need within that to surrender your intentions, meaning what you may have really desired or been clinging to around this situation, to surrender those intentions to the divine, to allow the divine to orchestrate the circumstances, the timing, the next steps, to have that level of trust that I am going to commit fully to myself, to my truth. I am going to take steps forward as I feel intuitively guided, but I'm going to surrender my intentions in this situation. And I feel the more you are able to surrender, divine feminine, whoever I'm speaking to here, the more freedom and joy you are going to be able to experience, and peace as well. Because I'm picking up on someone who, it's like they may have been trying to control a certain circumstance that I'm hearing was never theirs to control, or to try and push into place something where the divine here, their higher self, the universe, has this higher level plan that is going to bring you so much fulfillment, joy, peace, harmony, abundance. The white lilies also can symbolize abundance and prosperity, and I really see that coming in very strongly for this divine feminine as well. And also, if you are a divine feminine in a period of, and I see 777, which is also a number of prosperity. But with the community card, if you are a divine feminine who has been feeling socially disconnected or socially isolated, another manifestation I see coming in for you as you surrender, as you trust fall back into the universe on this, so to speak, is that you are going to radiate this kind of authenticity, this very genuine, authentic, soulful energy that's going to, I'm hearing, by radiating a pure signal of who you really are, you are going to be attracting in more and more of your true soul tribe, your true soul family, those who truly resonate with you at a soul level. But for some of you with attachment reversed, allowing in this true soul tribe, so to speak, may require a letting go of things, people, situations you've been holding on to make space in your life. So for some, this could be resonating in a romantic way. For others, I do sense this actually referring potentially to platonic friendships, letting go of certain friendships that no longer feel aligned with you, or where you feel as though you can't really show up as your authentic self. For some reason, I'm getting this symbolism of like a leopard or a tiger for someone. But I also feel this could symbolize this situation moving very fast. I'm hearing that as you release these negative, so to speak, attachments, although I don't like those labels, negative, positive. What I mean by negative is an attachment to a person or a group of people a way of relating to these people that causes you to disconnect from your true power or authenticity. As you release this dynamic, you create space in your life. And as a result of this, I see very quickly new energies, new people that are very much aligned with you coming in, Divine Feminine. Wow, very powerful messages coming through here. And thank you, by the way, to all of you who bring your really powerful energy and intentions to these readings, to this channel generally, because as I always say, especially to those of you who are subscribed, we are truly co-creators on this channel. And by bringing your energy, your intentions here, you are helping to manifest, so to speak, these messages and all of this information. So thank you for being part of this space. I would really love to hear from you in the comments if you feel guided to write a comment. You are so supported along whatever journey you are on, even if with the root chakra reverse coming out here, you feel a bit ungrounded at times. I'm hearing someone, it's like, who feels like they're absorbing a lot of spiritual information, material, again, potentially in a hermit mode, spending time with themselves and their energy. But at times you might feel as though it's been difficult to ground yourself or to ground a specific situation with a relationship, with a work situation. And know that all of these things are happening for you. You will begin to see more and more physical manifested evidence of, and a card just flew out. Yeah, of your intentions that you have planted in the earth, metaphorically speaking, the earth really being your hearts. Hold those intentions in your hearts. Maintain your focus. Even when you feel discouraged, with the victory card in the reversed position. And this feels like, by the way, I just saw the number 1707 for someone. I'm actually going to channel a quick message for the number 1707, and then we will get into the masculine energy here. Yeah, this number means you are going through many challenges, but don't give up. Many changes are going to be happening in your life. Listen to your inner self, inner wisdom, intuition, and follow their promptings. You are going through a period of tremendous spiritual growth. Wow, very powerful message coming through there. So as I was saying, speaking of feeling a bit defeated or discouraged, I feel many divine masculines coming through with this discouraged or defeated energy at this time. So I am going to be reshuffling the cards. I feel like for many divine masculines, their lives are really being shaken up spiritually right now, especially in this particular leg of their spiritual awakening journey, because for many masculines, they're going through an intensified ego death experience. So I want to know what is going on in the divine masculine energy at this time. Caring connections in the reverse position, and man holding a heart reversed. I see a masculine being really closed off when it comes to the idea of opening up romantically, love, dating, kind of in general. But what I'm really getting is that regardless of whether this masculine has been connecting with someone romantically in his life, I am almost sensing this energy of feeling disconnected within those connections and relationships. And the reason for this, with man holding a coin reversed, is because spiritually at a higher self level, I'm hearing it's not time to focus on that, even though I feel it's where his conscious thinking mind often wants to go. I feel that spiritually he's really being called to focus on self. I'm getting that certain masculines may have used love, romance, dating, relationships in their lives to numb out their connection to their inner self, to numb out what they were really feeling, or specifically some kind of pain they were feeling from their past. So many of them at this time are being divinely disconnected temporarily from these love situations, people, connections, even if they are still within them. in order to really focus in more on cultivating a stronger connection with the inner self. So what else is going on in the divine masculine energy? Hostilities, uprights, feeling defensive, feeling a strong sense of inner conflict within the self. I'm hearing caught between two worlds. Yes, door to spirit in the reverse position, caught between two worlds, one that is spiritual, one that is material. This is the process of awakening really taking hold within the masculine energy. No longer able to fight this awakening within the self, and yet still at times feeling trapped between, I'm hearing these two ways of being. So this could even be ways of doing things. A masculine who feels sometimes trapped between two ways of seeing the world and kind of flipping back and forth, having one foot in two worlds, so to speak. And I do want to pull an emotion card for this also. So what is going on for the masculine at this time? Success in the reverse. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. I'm hearing redefining success. So I feel that for many masculines, they could have had an idea of what their goals were or what they considered to be success, and had dominantly focused their energy on aiming at that specific outcome that was very materially based. But now I feel the masculine realizing that success is much more comprehensive, that in order to be truly happy and fulfilled, because with envy upright, it's this feeling of before I would see success, like what I wanted for myself in my life from a standpoint of, I'm hearing like separation from others. It's like a focus on kind of like what I want for myself outside of my connections, relationships with other people. But now I see this masculine integrating this fresh perspective on what that future success he desires really looks like. And I feel that this is happening because this spiritual awakening taking hold within him is really defining so many aspects, redefining so many aspects of himself and his life, and especially his connections and relationships. So what else is going on for this masculine? The Temple Path card reversed and cornucopia reversed. Realizing that as long as I remain disconnected from my highest soul's path, I'm never going to truly feel fulfilled or get what I desire in life, even if I have those markers of success, of material wealth, whatever the case is. There is this realization taking hold within the masculine that true happiness comes from aligning with that highest soul's path, from living authentically. And it's a really beautiful realization, but I feel it happening very gradually. I'm hearing like it has to be a realization unlocked within him slowly, piece by piece over the course of time. But I do feel that taking place. So in the extended version of the reading, I will be channeling more details and information on Patreon for both the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine Collective. So for those of you who are parts of our Patreon group, the link to that reading is in the pinned comments and description box. But for now, I do want to close this YouTube reading with just one final Rumi Oracle card. So what is one final message for those who are connecting with this reading? Dance of the Divine Feminine. And I'm just going to read a little bit from the guidebook here to close this reading. If a tree could move from one place to another, it would not suffer the pain of the saw or the oppressive wounds. If the sun and the moon stood still like the rocks, they could not offer brilliance. How bitter the taste of water would be if the river stopped its flow, remaining still like seawater. When the seawater rises to become a cloud, it loses its bitterness and pours the rain of sweetness. I have given you only a few examples. You can figure out the rest. Break away from the self and enter the kingdom of love. Rumi. And the guidebook also says, you may feel unsettled, beloved, as though the ground beneath you is not so solid. Disarrayed and disheveled by the divine beloved, you are able to break out of the two ordinary worlds. Soon you'll be able to find your orientation, even if everything you have once held on to appears to be shimmering and insubstantial, a mere dance of lights rather than solid grounds. This will become so easy for you because your orientation will flow from within, from the heart. No matter what shifts and changes take place around you, your center will remain strong. So I really hope you received some message of guidance or clarity from the reading today. As I always say, only take what resonates and connects with you personally. But if something did resonate, I would love to hear from you in the comments section under the video. Otherwise, I hope you have a truly beautiful rest of your day and start to your week. And I will talk to you again in the next reading.